The question is, are schools profitable? Now, let me tell you this secret. Schools make a lot of money. Why? Because they have 3 harvesting seasons. Guess what? They harvest money 3 times in a year. For most things that have seasons, they harvest maybe once in a year or maybe twice in a year. But schools harvest money 3 times a year, which is fascinating. And during the middle of terms, they also have other things that can harvest some little money as well. So schools are extremely profitable. Actually, that's why the rate of schools failing is extremely low. Why? The reason is they harvest money in the first term, harvest money in the second term, and harvest money in the third term. But the schools that are harvesting this kind of money are schools that have built strong brands, are schools that have really been so good at something, as we talked about having an identity the other time in the past videos. Like, if you have a strong brand, be sure that you are going to be harvesting money 3 times in a week. So schools are extremely profitable. Like, if you're starting a business, if you want to start a school, if you're thinking about starting a school, it's very important to make sure that you establish a strong brand in your community. Study your community so well. And after understanding it, then come and have a strong brand that will be irresistible. That people have only one choice, but to choose you over others. And it is very easy. There are many things that you can do, but as I told you in the past videos, it's very important to actually focus on having a strong identity. Something that they can be talking about you. Something that will keep spreading and keep spreading. Something that will keep weaving and weaving and weaving until it has the whole community. Until you have people from other places talking about you, that this school is so good at this. This school is so good at this. Marketing with buildings, we already talked about that. It's not a wise idea. It's not a wise idea. So if you want to start a school, make sure that you have a strong identity and you're good to go. Schools are extremely profitable, but you have to make sure that you get the numbers. You have to make sure that you establish a strong brand. My name is Ashaba Vincent. I'm a digital marketing strategist with over 10 years of experience, currently working at Parliament with many MPs. My company, .com Thinkers, is the leading company when it comes to digital marketing for MPs. We have a team that sits at Parliament specifically to help politicians. We are also helping other kinds of businesses, hotels, schools, and whatnot. So, how do you help your school to get numbers? We already talked about the fundamentals. But then, another important thing is you have to do 2 things. One should be long term, but then another one should be short term. You need to do marketing and advertising. Marketing, most people don't understand the difference between marketing and advertising. Guess what? Marketing is the wider lens, the wider approach of getting clients. That means you establish a strategy that will be focusing on the long term to help you get clients. For example, if we start making content for our business, we are looking at this content compounding and helping us in the long run to establish a strong brand, and it will start helping us to get clients. So that's what we call marketing. So marketing is a huge thing. I cannot explain it in just a few sentences. Then advertising is actually a small part of marketing, whereby we can make a campaign maybe for 1 month or 2 months that is strategically looking at closing clients quickly, bringing clients to us quickly. So that's what advertising is all about. So schools or any other business, you need to think about both. You need to do marketing, but at the same time you also need to do what we call advertising. Now, like right now, schools need to do what we call advertising. That's why you make a commercial that is extremely good, and then run ads. You can use ads, you can use many methods, but try to make sure that you use direct marketing, whereby if someone interacts with your advert, they should be able to actually immediately think about giving you business. You have to close them there and then. So how do you get numbers? You get numbers by having an effective advertising strategy like right now. An effective advertising strategy that will help you to get very many numbers. Marketing is a numbers game. If you reach out to 1,000 people and get 10, it is okay. You just needed to increase to 100,000 people, and after reaching out to those, it would help you to probably get 1,000 students. Marketing is a numbers game. Marketing is a numbers game. If you have an effective strategy, just push as hard as you can. Then, as we already know that it's a numbers game, you'll get all the numbers that you want. There's a school I told recently that you can help them to get them 200 students easily, and they couldn't believe that it would be possible to actually make a campaign that will bring 200 students. But to us, we know it's easy. It's very easy to do within a short period of time, because as a must, there are children who are going to enroll. There are children who are going to start school. So as a must, they are there. But everyone wants them. The most important thing is, how do we make ourselves as attractive as possible so that when they are choosing, actually, they have an opportunity to choose us. All you need is to stand out so that people can decide to choose you over others. That's what's up. Then another important thing actually when it comes to marketing is to make sure that you do an exceptional work. Because at the end of the day, someone can give you their child, but if you don't help their child, if they don't see something significant that you're helping them in, definitely they have an opportunity to actually change the school anytime. That's what happens. So the best marketing is also when you're looking at giving exceptional service. If you give exceptional service, the customer, who is the parent, is actually going to see it. The customer is actually going to feel that indeed these people are helping my child. It's as simple as that. So schools are extremely profitable businesses, but you have to make sure that you have a strong identity, and you also have to make sure that you have a good marketing partner that can help you to navigate the waters of competition. Competition is everywhere. It will even become more intense. The only solution and the only thing you can do is to actually have someone who can help you to navigate. One of the biggest challenges I see for most businesses is someone being an expert in education, but they also want to be an expert in marketing. Like, they don't work. I have 10 years of experience in marketing. You have 0. Okay, you may have an idea, but your ideas are not tested and proven. For us, we've tested things and tested them. We know what works and what doesn't work. Like, that's what makes us different. That's what makes us unique. As simple as that. Now, do you know how schools are making a lot of money? One of the things I told you is that schools harvest 3 times in a year. Those are 3 terms. Now, for you, you call them terms, but for them, they are called harvesting seasons. They are harvesting 3 times in a year, and the biggest harvest is the one of Feb. The one of Feb. First term, for school owners, it's their biggest harvest. You get the point? And you know what I'm talking about. Now, one of the schools we helped actually is called MST Junior School. It was already a very good school. It just needed a spin of .com thinkers to help them go viral. So we made for them an advert. We did the advert in December of 2023. And this advert became so viral. The director sent me a message telling me, you know what? P5, all vacancies are full. P6, all vacancies are full. And in just like 2 months, they had filled all their vacancies. Now for most of you, you're young, but many years ago, to get a vacancy, like, it would be a huge opportunity. But nowadays, schools are very many. You don't need a vacancy anywhere because you can take your child anywhere because schools are many. But when it comes to these premium schools, schools that are exceptional, you may struggle to get a vacancy. So it's what happened with MSc Junior School. And guess what? After the advert going viral, it went viral all over in Africa. The director, Mr. Washington Mugerwa, started telling me, you know what? People are reaching out to me from South Africa, from Botswana. They are asking questions. How can we do this? How can we do this? You get the point. And this is what happened. After a few months, he sent me a link. And this link was from the US. Guess what? They had been voted by STEM. STEM is an organization that supports all schools that excel in science and technology. Now, they had been voted as the beneficiaries of 2024. Actually, I can also show you here on their website. As you can see, if you go online and just put STEM beneficiary 2024, they will bring you MST Junior School. All that came because of an advert that I did for them. I just did that advert in one evening. The advert wasn't all that looking so good. But guess what? The storytelling was electric and it was so touching. We know how to make things go viral. And it was easy for me to do. And guess what? It helped them in the whole of that year, 2024. They used it in 2025. Even right now, it is playing on NTV. That same advert is playing on NTV and it has done them wonders. MSc Junior School, Bwerenga in Entebbe. So, the things we are telling you are things we have done, and they are things that we know to work. Now, if you have a school and you want to make a lot of money, the secret is one. Position yourself as number one. Do what? Position yourself as number one. And doing that is actually easy. I do not understand. Like, why people complicate things. Position yourself as number one in your area. If you can do that, you'll get all the children. Get all the children you need. So how do you position yourself as number one? We already talked about the issue of identity in our previous videos. You need to have a strong identity as you start. Now, for you to build something credible, for you to build an institution that is really going to help you, focus on filtering the quality of teachers you're going to hire. Now, when filtering the quality of teachers you're going to hire, focus on having good people. Focus on having good people. If you can manage to get people who are exceptional and at the same time good, well and good. Try to make sure that you weigh having good people over expertise. Expertise is good. We want expertise, but it's very important to make sure that you have good people. People who are willing to go an extra mile in making sure that they position your school as number one. Because when we talk of positioning your business as number one, we are actually talking about doing so much to make sure that you outshine everyone. Remember, you're dealing with students. You're dealing with kids. So how do you help a kid who wasn't speaking, now the kid is speaking? It will need extra effort. And for that to happen, you must have people who are not focused on time. When it reaches, I was in a bank recently. I respect banks a lot. So I was in a bank recently. And when it clocked 5, like this, the lady who was seated in front of me, she picked the bag immediately and started packing. Because time had reached. You get the point. Now, if you have people who are not willing to go an extra mile on your team, if you want to position your institution as number one, if you want to position your school as number one, it's going to be hard. Because you will need some people who will be willing to go an extra mile. And without those people, you will fight, and it is going to be hard. Number two, focus on leadership. Focus on leadership. At least if you have average teachers, make sure you have a very good head teacher, a head teacher who can push these other teachers to work. You reach in a school, the head teacher is shabby, the head teacher is like, oh my, like, now you wonder where that school is heading. John Maxwell said that everything rises and falls on leadership. It's about leadership. Okay. So by making those strategic decisions, it will help you to position your school, to give your school a chance to at least be number one. If you can achieve the goal of being number one, I'm telling you, you'll start harvesting money. You'll be harvesting money like crazy. You'll be harvesting a lot of money 3 times a year, and every year, your bank account is always going to explode with money. But for you to reach there, you need to make strategic decisions to help you lift your school, to help you lift your business from where it is to where you want it to go. Most people have done it. You may also need to go an extra mile. Another thing that you have to focus on to make sure that your school stands out is to study the ones who are doing well in your community. Definitely, there are schools in your area. So go visit your school that is doing so well. Even if it is far away from you, visit them. When you reach there, open your eyes wide. Analyze each and everything. Analyze teachers, analyze kids, analyze the cooks, analyze each and everything. Ask questions. Why do you do this? Why? I'm telling you, if you go there and go intentionally to learn, you are going to get a lot of things, and if you come and implement them, they'll help you to position your school as number one in your community. Most people don't do that. You have a school that is beating you hands down, and you do not even want to go there and learn from them. You find someone has a school, the school is struggling, and next door there is another school. The school is doing so well, but this fella has never entered in the other school to see what is happening there. You wonder why? Why would you do that? Because by you going there, like, be okay. Be humble and be okay. Be okay to look stupid, but visit them. Go there like as if there's something that has taken you, but try to make sure that you spend more time there while analyzing. Number 2, call people who work there. Tell them, you know what? I'm buying you a beer. I'm buying you this, but I want you to help me. Help me, tell me, why is that school doing so well? And at worst, you can steal their head teacher. Yeah, you can steal their head teacher. Like, pay to make sure that you get information. Pay for information. You get the point. And number 2, if you feel you can't do that, have some people who can do it for you, like, who can go there and understand each and everything, compare it with what you're doing, and give you a report. You have to pay them that can help you, because some of the things while you're down are easy things to do. It's just some of the things are just easy, but you have to have that mindset of wanting to be your best at what you do. Like for us as .com thinkers, we do not want anyone to beat us when it comes to digital marketing. No, we want to be the best. We want to be the best at what we do, and that's our ambition, and that's what we are working on. No wonder when you start working with .com thinkers, immediately you feel something different. That's what's up.